Hello, happiness abounder, and welcome back. Today I want to ask you a question. I want to ask you about your people pleasing and whether it helps you or holds you back. Because in our brains, we think that it helps us. We think that it helps us get further along, it can help us achieve our goals, but does it really? I want to present two scenarios. So you have person A, and they say yes to everything. So they're frazzled, they're overwhelmed, and sometimes they come off as flaky because they're kind of unreliable. They say yes to everything, and then they get overwhelmed, they don't follow through, and then they're saying no, but people are counting on them. But the difficulty about saying no is that they think that if they don't say no, that they will be letting these people down. And if you let people down, that's when you get cast out of society, right? That's what our brain thinks. So they say yes. And you say yes with every intention of helping that person, but also helping yourself. Like, it's to move you forward. It's to be in good standings with that individual or that group or whatever it is. But if you say yes to everything under the sun, it just doesn't work. You won't have the time. You may not have the energy. You may not have the resources. And if you say yes and you have three things due all on the same day because you weren't organized or prioritizing, then maybe one of those will get done. Now, maybe this is an extreme situation, but I'm pretty sure there's some people pleasers listening today. Maybe it's you, that you've said yes to too many things and then you can't execute. There's just not enough of you to go around. So then you have to start telling people no, and that's so difficult because you think that, oh my gosh, I'm going to let them down and I'm not going to be moving ahead. I have to keep saying yes. So that's person one. Person two, or I think I said A, so person B. They get asked to do things and they weigh their options. And not saying weigh their options in like, how will this benefit me? But weigh their options in, okay, do I have the time to do that? Do I have the energy to do that? Do I have the resources to do that? When do they need help by? Right? Sometimes you have those things, but they need it tomorrow and you don't have it in tomorrow. Who can I refer them to? Maybe this isn't the right fit for me, but I may know someone who could help. Let me just direct you to ask them. Now, that's not passing the buck. That's trying to be helpful, which can help you get ahead and not hold you back. Same exact concept of I want to help this person. I want to please them so that I won't be cast out from society. I won't be letting them down. But instead of making false promises, over-promising and under-delivering, you can help them in other ways. So it's saying no and it's not saying no and an excuse. It's saying no and I'm really sorry, I don't know anybody else I don't know anyone that could help. Or no and actually I think I may know someone. Let me reach out to them and ask, or how about I give you their information, you can reach out and just say that I recommended you. Still helpful, but you're also setting clear expectations. Which one do you think out of those two people has the more calm, peaceful, and happy life? The one running ragged and feeling overwhelmed and then feeling like they're a flake and they're letting everyone down? Also that they think that they're helping themselves and other people? Or the person who's calm, gets stuff done, can prioritize, and sets realistic expectations while still offering helpful information? I think that's a no-brainer. But the thing is that our brain does think that when we say no to people, we are hindering ourselves. But the truth of the matter is, if you say yes to everyone, you are holding yourself back instead of helping yourself. And you're probably pretty likely not going to be able to help them as much as you could either. This isn't about going so far to the edge that you say no to everything. This isn't about, I've people pleased for way too long, I'm done, I'm going to say no to everyone and only do what I want. It's not that bitterness or that anger, which some of you may be feeling if you've been people-pleasing for such a long time. And it's also not about beating yourself up and feeling that bitterness and that resentment and that anger towards the fact that I keep on saying yes, but I can't do it. And now I'm trying to juggle all of these things and I'm going to have a breakdown because of it. I think we've all some way in some form seen that or been a part of that or had that in our lives. This is about finding that middle ground. Saying yes to the things that matter, that are important, that you have time, energy, resources for, and saying no to the things that don't really fit in your wheelhouse, that don't really help you move forward, and that would be a lot of additional stress on you just so you could people please someone else. And again, there's middle ground. You've got to find those balances, those checks and balances. It's not saying all the time, nope, I'm not doing that, it's not in my wheelhouse, because of course we want to stretch sometimes. But it's like, okay, do I have the energy right now? Yeah. Do I have the resources? Yeah. Do I have the time? I don't know. Can I move some things around? Yeah, I probably could. Okay, great, then I have time. Yes, I can say yes to that. You gotta ask yourselves these questions, but the first and foremost thing is people-pleasing helping you or hindering? Because again, we think that it's helping, but in a lot of cases, it's not only hindering us, it's hindering the person we're trying to help too, because they're counting on us, and we can't necessarily execute when we're overwhelmed. So that's what I have for you today. Maybe a little bit of a shorter episode, but I hope that this resonated. I hope that you can take this away and go, how do I say yes when I need to, and how do I say no when I need to? And again, when you can say no and not offer an excuse, but offer some kind of help. And it could be, I have somebody on Facebook that might be able to help you. Let me connect you. Actually, I'm really sorry. I don't know anybody that could do that. And even I don't know how to do that. So I'm sorry. We can put some calls out on Facebook or on Instagram or something like that. And I'm happy to reshare. Let me know how I can help. But you're saying no because you don't have the energy, the resources, the time, the experience, whatever it is. And you can pick and choose when are those times to move into discomfort, to push yourself, that you have all the things you need to be able to do it, versus just saying yes to say yes because you're afraid that if you say no, people will be mad at you. And that right there is the key sentence. If you say no, you think people will be mad at you. I can't speak for everybody in the world, but in my case, if somebody says no to me and I think that they're like me, then I'm like, great, thank you so much for being candid with me. I will figure this out. Versus somebody saying yes to me, I'm counting on them, I rely on them, and they don't come through. Then I'm mad because I was counting on you. So which is the better of the two options? One moves you forward, but the other holds you back. And people-pleasing can hold you back. So as you move throughout the day, I want you to start looking at those people-pleasing tendencies, living by someone else's checklist, the fear of being cast out, and make your decisions instead on, will this help or hinder me? And if I say yes to help this person, is it helpful for me too, or am I kind of backing myself into a corner? So again, I hope this episode resonated. If you liked it, please rate, review, and subscribe on your listening podcast platform of choice. I would love to hear how you like this episode or any others you may have listened to. So have a wonderful day, and remember, you are capable of happiness abound.